No.
Unafanya pro bono.
Maybe.
Kwani wewe ni lawyer?
It's a pro bono.
614
Ni aje watu wetu?
Leron and K hapa.
Mambo inakuaje?
Ishakuwa kabisa.
Nice.
Yeah. Sasa since you say you are asking me who I am.
Yeah.
Sai, flip the coin. Tell us. Who is he?
Who he be?
Who be you? Who be you? Tell us where you, in very short sentences probably, like you usually do. Tell us who you are, where you were born, and all that kind of stuff, and how that has influenced who you are right now.
I was born in Kakamega.
Kakamega.
I'm a lawyer. Someone says go back home. I go back home to Kakamega. That's my home. I was born in Mukumu Hospital some years back. Decades, yeah. Baba. You see, I have gray hair. Yeah, that tells you nimekuwa hapa chini for long. So, and my parents met there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
My dad was alikuwa askari, my mom was askari too. So I think my mom was a newbie. By the left flag, quick march! Hey! Tukufu rais wanaopita mbele yako. Those guys, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are nice guys, I love them.
Yeah.
I grew up in the askari environment. So they met there.
Which department are we talking about?
Prisons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, magereza, rekebisha na haki. That's where they met. So I think my mom found my dad there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
we should get that story.
I was born there. I grew up in. I did not grow up in Mukumu side. They moved to Shikusa. And when I started talking, I think I found myself going to school in Marara. That's where we started our nursery school.
So you moved all the way from Kakamega to Marara?
I think to Nyeri and then Marara.
Oh, okay. Was this the kind of moving with work? Or?
Yeah, moving with work. Ever since I knew my dad, like, najua sasa huyu ni father. We have moved a lot. I think zile jela hatujaishi ni kidogo sana.
So
maybe 3.
Maybe you're a traveler or a tourist.
Tourist, but we moved a lot because if I start telling you my life, I schooled in different schools every time.
Every year?
Not every year, but sometimes 2 years, 3 years, we move. Every promotion my dad got, we moved out of that place. Every promotion he got, we moved. So I found myself going to nursery in Mararal. That's when we were doing Hikitu.
Even you guys did Hikitu? Yeah. Okay.
So I started in Mararal. Guess who was my nursery school teacher?
Who? Your mom?
Exactly. She was the teacher that time in the school. And she taught us the ABCD and 1, 2, 3, those stuff. And after that, after Mararal, I think we went to Manyani. Growing up now, that way. From there, let me escalate. My class 8 was in Mombasa. My secondary school was in Mombasa still.
So when you got to Mombasa, to the coast, is where you had like some kind of stability from there.
From class 7.
Yeah. Stability in terms of being in the same school. Moving, for more than 2 years. So
from I went to Mombasa 6, 7, 8. So that's where I was, from Kamiti.
Okay.
So I finished my primary school in Mombasa.
Where?
Shimolatewa Primary.
So you could just move to prison?
Yeah, I had a choice to finish Shimolatewa Secondary and graduate in Shimolatewa Prison, but God was good.
It's true, yeah.
I just crossed the road because it's just a U.
Yeah.
So from there, when I went to Form 1, my dad was again transferred to Nairobi. So this time I was in boarding.
Yeah.
I stayed there until I cleared my 4th form. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So what big event happened when you were in high school?
Event?
Did you ever get to? I think I've heard you say about you had your first car when you were in high school.
Yeah.
And that's why probably your passion of cars.
Yeah, when I was in Form 2, I bought my first Beetle. It was around, I bought it for 15,000. Yeah.
So where were you getting all that money? 15,000 was a lot of money in those
Bongo
days.
la biashara.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I used to sell all the illegal stuff in school.
Meaning, what do you mean illegal? You know that's really...
Changa, munazi, not anything else. Munazi. You know Mombasa?
Why would you sell munazi to people?
Wamunyota. Huko kwa shule kuna wamunyata.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so my friend and I realized there was a niche for
That's not funny, by the way.
It is not.
It is an opportunity. And
We flew with the opportunity.
Tell us about the car and how that transitioned to something that you'll be doing for. And how were you able actually to be able to drive when you were not 18 yet?
That's another story for another day. Because if you have money, no one will arrest you.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. That is what I thought, because I used to drive it and my own parents never knew I had a car. Only a few friends, even in school, a lot of people never knew I had. Just a few people, and where I used to park it. That's, you know. I had a guy I used to live with it when I'm in school. He could use it. Alikuwa anafuga kuku, so he could use it for his biashara.
So did you used to drive from the coast to Nairobi?
I did it once.
Okay.
And the amount of times I stopped on the road, I did not try it again
because it was a
it's Beetle.
Yeah, it's a Beetle.
If you don't see someone behind there, just know it has a Subaru engine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So after high school?
After high school, I went to college, and after the college, I went and again to a college, and which I did not finish because of the
Ashara. What did you do in your first with the first one?
Business, definitely, and marketing.
Yeah.
I'm a great salesman.
Yeah. You can sell anything. You can sell. They say you can sell ice cream to the Eskimos. Even
when it's winter here, I can convince them nidawa. So I did marketing, and if you asked my dad who I would be, he would tell you a chef or a marketer. Those two.
And you know what? I can attest that you still cook pretty good food. Yes. And to digress a little bit, I mean, one of the things that I loved most about you is that you could cook.
Yeah.
And excuse me, especially because I was coming from I was coming from a traditionally Kikuyu household where men would never be in the kitchen per se. You know, I never saw. It wasn't common. They would, but it wasn't common. But it was something special to you, and I attribute that maybe to your parents and all that. And I'm grateful for that. Is that you could actually cook, and then I think you've really followed your passions of cooking. Even now, you love to cook, and you're a great salesman.
And also mechanic, don't forget.
Oh, auto tech. Yeah. So those are
three things. Yeah. And I think a parent can anaweza kukutabiria maisha yako. My dad saw it. He said, if I will not be a good engineer, see you mechanic too, something. It's in the same technician, fixing, is in the same whatever. He said an engineer, he said cook, that is a chef, and he said marketer. And when I cleared my 4th form, he was like, bro, Marketing is good for you.
Son?
Son, yeah.
Son. Yeah.
Take marketing. And
so what
I took marketing. I cleared with my marketing. I worked for Maisha Flour Mills. I worked for Coca-Cola.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Mount Kenya Bottlers.
Mount Kenya Bottlers, yeah. And after that, I thought, I think I was not meant to work for anyone.
You were feeling yourself too.
Oh yeah.
So we
Every
have
time
something
I
in
would
common.
take a check to my from a distributor to the, I was like, I make all this money for these people and they pay me this? No, this is not mine. So that's where I stepped out and I went started business.
Yeah.
And we started selling cars seriously in Nairobi. That time, I think hata Kanjo hawakuwa wameanza kulipisha magari town. We could take people's cars. Ukiingia kazi unaniachia gari. Natafuta mteja nikipata nakuja kwa ofisi ama nakupigia unakuja tunaingia bank mnamalizana napata yangu that way.
So where was your base?
We were based, unaona hapa hii ka Equity kwa hapa karibu Jivanji, that area.
Oh yeah, I remember there.
Yeah, that is even where you met me. Yeah. I sold you your auntie's.
Around there.
Yeah. And again, we used even to go to near Jogo House somewhere there. We could. It depends.
It depends on where it was. Yeah. Okay. So you and cars.
A lot of people who know me in Nairobi
know you because of cars. Yeah. So then after Mount Kenya, Maisha Flour Mills, then you went to Mount Kenya Bottlers, then you started selling
cars, and then I went and started selling some cosmetics still, which the business was good. And after that, I went back to cars. And I think I always digress from cars.
And gravitate back to cars.
I think that's me.
And that's your line. And I think it fits you just
and
fine.
My convincing power to sell the cars was on another level.
Yeah. I know my one of my uncles says that he doesn't want you to tell him anything about a car because he'll eventually buy it.
I made him buy a car that he thought he would never buy.
You never buy. I think everybody in my family thinks so. Anyway, and now all the people that I have met. So I think you are in your right. You were in your right line. And sometimes I put you in some scare moment because I might decide in the morning I'm not taking that job anymore. Yeah, I'm taking another one, and you're like, but you're one of, I think for you, you're such a high risk taker. So high that sometimes it's scary, you know?
I've seen that.
Sometimes it's scary. It's like, okay, fine, you need to slow it down. It's okay to be a risk taker, but you need to think about other things. But I guess that's how it is. You have to have someone who is not, who thinks things through. Yeah. And then the other one takes risk.
Can I tell you something that will help you? There is no any great man today in this world that never took a risk.
It's true.
Yeah. When you're too safe in life, you go nowhere.
It's true. And this is what I'm saying. It is okay to be in your element. Yeah. But you need somebody who will be able to think about other areas. Otherwise, you'll kill yourself. Yeah. So even those great people who have taken risks, they have someone who actually grounds them.
That's true.
Okay. Then after... how did that business for cars go? Like in Kenya or in Nairobi, where did you get to?
I sold cars, and when I met with you, I was selling cars, and we got to a deal with another friend of mine. We were supposed to bring a couple of cars now, grow. But I never knew he had that. He was thinking of going and starting his life out of Kenya, and he wanted us